Hey everyone, quick video here to show you just a custom piece of cargo. I wanted to do a different type of ISO compatible type of containerized cargo, so I went for a tank here, a bulk liquid or compressed gas carrier, and it just had a little bit of a different than normal build concept behind it as I tried to figure out different ways to fit something cylindrical into this space. Just some interesting things kind of came together, one of which being the use of, well, actually how it's attached, really how the cylinder inside there is attached within the frame. That is the main way it's attached right there. It is pushed in with the 4 studs at the end of the dish right there, pushed into the spaces between the diagonal bars, the 45-degree bars there on the support piece. The same thing at either end. It's actually kind of wedged into place to hold it. In order to get that to be 45 degrees off as it is, the end piece there, I actually put let me start taking this apart a little bit so I can show you some of how this is truly constructed. I put a turntable piece inside of there, a small one, the 2x2 turntable, so this is able to rotate around freely, and in order to take up the space I had to double up the dishes right there. I also have just a little bit of support on the side. The thing is a little bit fragile with its frame at least, but a little bit of support on the side. I needed to connect a couple pieces together. Actually goes this way, so I needed to leave off just one of the tiles that I used to smooth this out and to fill the gaps, but most of the time that's not going to be seen. But the interior of this is interesting as well. So if I take this off, there you can see the turntable at one end, and you can also see how the whole thing is constructed on the inside with attachments on different sides. You can see the headlight bricks that are used here. There's just one at either end with a tile inside, and I'll go ahead and take off just I think one more layer should do it. Let's see, should I go this way or should I go that way? I'm gonna go this way. Yeah, there we go, perfect. I'll take a nice strip of it out to let you see more of how this is built. There we go. This was also key here. I'm using 4 of the, I'll take one more piece off for you, of the relatively new 1x1 brick with studs on 2 sides, right? 2 adjacent sides. So it has a hollow stud here, and then there's another one facing up. And that's what connects the different tan bricks here on the inside together to ultimately kind of clamp the whole thing together. And then this core is just to provide some stability, and it was used to make things a little bit easier to put it all together. And these headlight bricks are just attached to the top, and I didn't need to fill in all the space with those. Could have done this with fewer tiles, but this is just how it turned out after a number of iterations of trying different shapes and sizes to make it all work. So I just wanted to show how that was done. I showed a little bit of a preview of it on Instagram, and again, you do not need the Instagram app to follow somebody on Instagram. You can just tune into or click over to instagram.com/jangbricks for real, the number 4, and that's also covered in the video description and shown at the end of the video if you ever want to check out some of my behind the scenes kind of work in progress stuff. So that pretty much shows you've got 4 of these 1x1s with the studs on 2 sides. Everything just kind of works, just kind of clamps together. And then at the very end I put some stickers on there because I have my whole binder o stickers that I've collected over time and keep adding to, and stickers are just so useful when it comes time to doing custom stuff, because as a custom builder you don't have the luxury that Lego designers have of always being able to create things with prints that you want or with colors, specific colors that you need. I mean, here I didn't even have the white end pieces, which actually worked out well, I think, using the dark azure instead. But stickers allow you to bring in all kinds of useful small details, and sometimes they're pretty key. So just these random ones from 3 different sets here, I think, helped this quite a lot. And like I said, it is a little bit fragile with the frame, just because it is absolutely minimized. I wanted to maximize the size of the tank, which meant minimizing the size of the frame, but it works. It does work. Actually, it will work a little bit better than that. I'm not putting things together quite right. There we go. It's a little bit better of a look. Put a little bit more framing across the top of it just for a little bit more interesting look. I would have preferred some diagonals in there on top, would have been better. But ultimately, this fits into the exact system that I have previously established for all of my containers. So this can be stacked on top of existing ones. It can be stacked beneath existing ones. And the reason that I didn't rotate the entire drum, the entire cylinder here to get that 45-degree offset was that if I did that, it would stick out just a little bit past the 6-stud width. Right now it's exactly 6 studs. You can see it comes right out to the edge here. This this dish at either end, or the pair of dishes at either end, is 6 studs. So you can see how flush that gets at that point. So if I rotate it, then you get that little bit that sticks out right there, just that little bit, and that's no good. So this just worked out in just really interesting ways, and I wanted to share that. So you can put them right next to each other. There you go. And you'll be able to see this on display in my harbor. It'll probably be there for quite some time, and I'll try to come up with a couple other, over time, a couple other different types of cargo, not just the fully enclosed box ones, but I might do some refrigerated ones at some point. I know that, you know, originally the Maersk train had at least one, maybe it was 2 refrigerated units, and those look pretty cool. I might bring something like that, but custom back into my world. And I might also do some open top or just flat kind of stuff to hold some unusual shaped cargo. That's it for this video, though. Thanks for watching. Hope that that was enjoyable for you in some way. I'll talk to you again very soon because I've done something else custom today.